My name is Christine Doran. I am the founder and president of HHH Ranch. It is a 501c3 nonprofit located out in Manhattan. I have a little cheat sheet today because I'm going to keep it to 5 minutes. So I'm not going to take up any extra of your time. I did give you a lot of handouts though. Some of those are testimonials of some of our current scholarship recipients. You'll have a testimonial of our barn manager who started out in a transition program like that Carrie's part of, that he has a disability and knew nothing about ranch work, contacted us, asked if he could come in with an aid and learn, and we have hired him on as our barn manager for over 3 years now. You'll also see our sponsorship flyers for our horses. The one that you have is our horse Toast. I'm not going to go into his whole toasted marshmallow, but he's not the Haven. I'm not going to go into his whole story. He was an auction for slaughter horse that was emaciated and severely abused, that he was actually dangerous to be around. If you do that QR code, you'll actually be able to see his whole story and become a monthly sponsor if you're interested. So, what do we do? Who are we? So we rescue. So we do everything from horses, pigs, goats, you name it, we have it. We have rescued over 20 horses since we founded, and oh my goodness, probably like 50 other animals. So we do the rescuing, we rehab, and then we retrain. And I use those animals to be part of our therapeutic program. So in therapy, a lot of people tend to think about physical and cognitive disabilities, but we are also very big on the mental health side. So we have students who have been sexually assaulted, kids who are suicidal. The youngest participant who attempted suicide was 10 in our program. This is not uncommon. I hear a lot of these oohs and ahs, and people don't realize that this is a different world, and these kids are dealing with much bigger things. Social media, I swear, is the culprit for all of it. So big things are happening to these little kids. But we don't just deal with children. We start at 2, but our oldest participant is 60 currently in our program. So a little bit of everyone gets involved with us. So not only do we just do lessons, but we also offer different outlets for children and adults with disabilities. So we have our adult farmers program. That's something that shows on our stats that we've been on a wait list for over 2 years. So we are now opening up yet another day to try and fill that need for our students. We have special needs camp starting this year. We have gotten $6,000 covered for scholarships for those camps. Our hope, yes, woohoo! Our goal is by June to have $10,000 so that every single student that comes to our special needs camps can come for free. We also have given out $20,000 in scholarships for our riders. Currently, we have $10,000 of that $20,000 covered for them. Whether or not that other $10,000 gets covered, we have guaranteed those students an entire year of a scholarship of riding lessons. Oh, scholarships, yes. Okay, so our 10-year goal. Our 10-year goal from now is that every single class that happens at HHH is no cost to the participant or their family. So we do junior farmers classes where we get to have 3 to 7-year-olds that sit in a circle and sing and dance with me. And we work on sensory with them. So after we're done playing, then we get to go and we get to finger paint a pony, brush a goat, but really get them hands just diving in and really exploring at the ranch. I truly believe that if someone is not succeeding at our ranch, it is on us, that we have to be better. We have to quit putting everyone into a box. And it is on my instructors, myself, our volunteers, that we reach further to these participants, that we look and see what do they need, not what's easy for us. I don't know how many times I hear of like, oh, well, we would do this, but you know, those wheels would get dirty on that wheelchair. Well, too damn bad, we'll wash the wheels. So, right? That I truly believe in giving the voice to the voiceless. And really trying to provide equality for all, which is why last October for our fundraiser, we hired 15 adults with disabilities to run our fundraiser for us. And for probably over 90% of those participants, it was their first job that they had ever been paid for. That we had students who, you may not have even been able to tell that they had a disability. We had other students that, oh man, I love my events coordinator's son is the absolute best. And when I told her I wanted to hire him, she was like, I'm not sure. And I was like, it's happening. That he loves the ducks at my property, loves them. And so she's like, Christine, I know you want to hire him. I think you have a great heart. I think he's just gonna chase ducks. I said, I'm going to put him in our snack shack, and he's going to give the hot dogs and the hamburgers to everyone. And let me tell you, he nailed it. I walked by and he's going, hot dogs, get your hot dogs, only 99 cents. I'm going, Gab, everything's free tonight. Okay, hot dogs, get your hot dogs, they're free. So I truly believe in providing a space and really taking the time to teach, because everyone is teachable. It's just you as the instructor. How are you taking the time? How are you allowing the space? And really redirecting of what seems so easy for you could just take a little bit of extra time for someone else. So I'm gonna keep moving along because I know I'm talking. Okay, so it is tax season, as someone said. So if you got some money back, we are a 501c3. However, I also know that some of you didn't give enough and actually had to pay the government. So that's another thing to think of. Is we have several businesses that come up to us that say, my accountant said I did not give enough last year. Well, please give to us, because your money goes directly back into these programs and to these kids. If by chance you do decide to become a monthly sponsor, you'll see it's $19 a month. 25 sponsors covers our horse for the entire year. It costs us about $5,000 per animal. Currently, we have 15 horses on property, a couple pigs, several goats, a llama, so the cost is high. But we are a 501c3, so you will get a tax credit from us. And anyone tonight that does decide to become a monthly sponsor, we have a potty-trained pony, Bumble, who usually goes into nursing homes and schools and churches. However, if you decide to be a sponsor, not only will you get the tumbler and get the certificate, but we will bring Bumble to your business to do a little bit of promo. Thank you so much for your time.